The Malaysian Prime Minister must be eliminated.
The world needed a hero, but what if not?
Crashed? Jim, just a few moments ago, something believed to be a plane crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. I just saw flames inside. You can see the smoke coming out of the tower. We have no idea what it was. It was a tremendous boom just a few moments ago. You can hear around me emergency vehicles heading towards the scene. Now, this could have been an aircraft, or it could have been something internal. It appears to be something coming from the outside due to the nature of the opening on about the 100th floor of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. Police vehicles and fire vehicles are zipping by me here. We just have no idea. So to the south of the tower, we see some particles, also some gray smoke. Now the smoke coming out of the opening appears to be black smoke. This would indicate things are burning inside. We have no idea of what happened, but we did hear what sounded like an aircraft, and then a tremendous boom. Now, I don't know whether we can confirm that that was an aircraft or not. David, what did you hear? What would you say you heard? This is our cameraman, Dave Stolick.
Incredible explosion. Very, very loud.
How about you?
Sounded like a bomb.
Well, it could be. It could be something internal as well. There are pieces of the superstructure of the World Trade Center sticking out, but a lot going in. As I say, this appears to be about the 100th floor of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. I hope we can get some further information from the newsroom up there, Jim.
Ollie, I'm just told also that our transmitter, which is on top of the World Trade Center, also took a hit. So we were briefly affected up here. One's memory has to go back to the other.
Live from the CBS2 Information Network, this is breaking news.
Good morning, Michael Pomeranz along with Lisa Hill. Some breaking news to report. You're looking at a live picture of the World Trade Center, where we have just received word that a plane apparently has crashed into the tower.
Somewhere in the World Trade Center, you can see the plume of smoke from the top of one of the World Trade Center towers. And this is just coming.
Obviously, it looks quite severe. We don't know about the people who may have been in the building or in that plane as well. We have several crews on their way to the scene right now.
Right, Marcella Palmer, who's with us at CBS 2 News this morning, every morning, is on her way literally right now, and as soon as she gets set up, we're going to go.
This is a special report from News Channel 4.
Good morning, everybody. I am Jane Hansen in the News Channel 4 studio this morning to bring you some news. We are looking at a picture now of the World Trade Center.
This has been an ABC 7 Eyewitness News special report.
Good evening, everyone, or good morning, actually. We have breaking news, this out of downtown Manhattan. A plane has allegedly crashed into the World Trade Center. You're looking at live pictures right now from News Chopper 7. A plane has crashed into the side of the World Trade Center. Details at this hour.
Tony, can you tell us what kind of an airplane is it?
It had to be a 737 that had to hit the World Trade Center. It was a big, big plane.
Okay, and what do you see at this point?
Oh, smoke and screaming and, screaming engines and all the fire engines and police departments are all traveling down that way. Oh, my God almighty, the black smoke all over the place. I hope nobody, there's got to be somebody killed in it and poor people that went to work.
Tony, we don't have any confirmation from any officials of this happening. Just repeat again, you were just going outside.
I was bringing the garbage out to the freight entrance when we heard this roaring engine. We looked up and there was the plane. Next thing we know, in a matter of seconds, we heard a boom. We went to the corner and there it was right in the middle of the World Trade Center.
Where are you standing right now, Tony?
I'm right in the building right now.
Okay, and what do you see at this point?
Oh, people all staring up there, looking at it and all. Oh my God, the smoke is coming out. Black billow smoke.
Okay, you can see we are physically looking at one of our sky
down there right now toward the financial district. Again, it's Tower 1?
Yes, Tower number 1, World Trade Center Tower number 1. Obviously, the upper floors there. We're not sure where that plane was originating from. We're not sure if it was trying to land, which airport. Of course, we're working on that. We still see some fire, fresh fire from another part of the building there as we zoom in on our cameras there.
We have Marcella Palmer now joining us with a little bit more information. Marcella, where are you and what can you tell us? Marcella, you there? Okay, apparently we're still trying to establish connection with Marcella Palmer as she works the scene. You can hear in the background there, though, some of the chaoses, as you would imagine, would be going on in that area. Heavy area for commuters, heavy area for commerce.
And not to mention the thousands of people who work at the World Trade Center. I'm sure it's sheer chaos there. We're unsure how many passengers were on that plane, how many people were affected at the building. As you said, Michael, debris was seen falling to the street below, which makes sense, considering that a possible 737 jet may have crashed into World Trade Center Tower number 1. This just happened, folks. You're looking live at our cameras at the billowing black smoke from multiple floors. We understand, I'm sure, rescue crews, the mayor, everybody's on their way down there to find out more details on this. And we're placing as many calls as we can to find out more details. And of course, we're going to stay on the story and bring you the details as soon as we get them.
Taking a look right now, if we could, just from the Associated Press, they're coming across with bulletins now confirming that it was a plane that has crashed into the World Trade Center. Again, this is according to the Associated Press as we gather our own people down there at the scene, taking a look at what's going on in front of you. You're seeing it, folks, for the very first time, as are we. A reminder that what we're able to see from our fixed-mounted cameras at points all across the city, just what you're seeing right there, that apparently, from the reports, again, by the Associated Press, and from what you're seeing, that a plane, possibly a 737 jet, hit Tower 1 of the World Trade Center in the financial district. Reports that debris falling to the ground. And that's where we are with the story right now as we continue to effort some more information for you. We have Marcella Palmer working the scene. You heard just a moment ago, and we were unable to establish clear connection with her, but you were probably able to hear through her cell phone that there's quite a bit of commotion.
Sure, sure. And we have Chopper 2 on the way as well. Jim Smith is flying there as we speak to try to get a closer look and to see what else is going on there. You can imagine the entire buildings, all of the World Trade Center being evacuated immediately, and as well as the area around there. So traffic, as you mentioned, Michael, of course, is going to be chaotic for the rest of the day, no doubt. Again, folks, we're looking live at an unbelievable scene, an absolutely unbelievable scene, harkening back to the bombing, of course. This is not a bomb. We understand that a plane, an actual airplane, has crashed into the World Trade Center, Tower number 1, building number 1. As you look at an eerie shot there of the Empire State Building to your right and the World Trade Center to the back, with the black smoke billowing out of the top stories of the World Trade Center Tower number 1.
Quite a sizable hole is quite apparent there. Unable at this point to see any pieces of plane or anything that would indicate to us that it was in fact a plane. Again, we are going on reports, and clearly up at that level, it's hard to imagine it could be anything else at all. The reports of the debris falling to the ground. We have working hard right now to talk with the FAA, the Port Authority, to get any information to you as far as what plane, what type of plane, who's involved, how many people in the building. Marcella Palmer working it from the ground.
It obviously, though, Michael, is like a large plane, if indeed it was. I mean, that's what we're getting confirmation on that, because you can look and see how many sides of this building were damaged, and the smoke is amazing. All looks like, apparently, at least 3 sides, if not all 4 sides of the World Trade Center building have been damaged by this collision. Unbelievable scene, folks. I'm sure they're bringing back memories of about, what, 1990 World Trade Center bombing. We're getting somebody. We have somebody on the phone. We're working on it, okay?
Our information center is now working on contacting somebody on the phone. We don't want to add any more confusion to the mix. However, we are under the advisement now that CNN has spoken to who they believe was a witness who has told them that it was a twin-engine plane that perhaps hit the World Trade Center. It's a witness report only. I want to emphasize that. That's the story that CNN is able to help us compile at this point. But as you can see, a very, very fresh and horrible scene as the smoke just billows from the top section of the Tower 1 of the World Trade Center.
110-story building is what Tower 1 is, and you can see it's obviously on the upper levels of Tower 1. We're trying to effort information, folks. This just happened. Again, as Michael just mentioned, CNN is quoting a witness who says that he or she saw a twin-engine plane flying right into the Trade Center. Unfortunately, we do not know at this point where that twin-engine plane or where that airplane, we're not sure if it's a twin-engine 737, may have originated from, where it was heading, which of our 3 airports. Obviously, this is going to affect airport traffic as well, as the entire city comes to a standstill right now as we look live at an apparent plane that has crashed into the World Trade Center.
We're giving you every possible angle that we can come up with as we have fixed cameras all across the city, taking a live look. We're looking at it along with you for the very first time, the heavy black smoke pouring from the top of this building. Reports now that a plane of some type has impacted the World Trade Center. Crews always on the way, working as hard as we can now to get you more information.
All right, you're jotting down notes as we get them. Do we have that person ready?
Even though planes typically are not
efforting, folks, what I'm talking to my producers as well is trying to get information as we're efforting information. We're trying to reach witnesses who may be there live at the scene and able to give us a first-hand account. Witnesses, we do understand from the Associated Press, reported hearing a huge explosion. Also, more eyewitnesses saying they saw a small commuter plane crash into the building. So we're getting 2 accounts there, Michael, from witnesses, according to the Associated Press, who saw a small plane. So perhaps that's indeed what it was. It doesn't matter. The extensive damage has been done. Not sure, again, of any injuries, albeit there's got to be several, obviously, from looking at this. We're trying to get that again. Marcella Palmer on her way.
Twin-engine plane.
Talked with her by cell phone. Unfortunately, her cell phone got disconnected.
We're just saying that we're now getting reports from the Associated Press that witnesses reported hearing and seeing that huge explosion, heavy smoke, as you see there, billowing from the top, and several witness accounts now kind of siding with the CNN version of the story that it was a twin-engine plane. Not to say that we know for certain. We don't want to make any assumptions, especially this early on. As you take a look at it along with us, and we're piecing together the information for you as it's developing. Understand right now, though, we do have somebody joining us on the phone.
Yes, Paul Schwinger is on the phone live to tell us what he saw. Morning, Paul.
Good morning.
Go ahead, take it away. Where were you and what did you see?
Well, I was in my apartment pretty much right under the flight path of the plane in the village. And I heard this really loud noise go by, and I thought it was an Air Force jet on display. So I looked right out the window, and I saw this twin-engine plane fly right over my house and losing altitude. And then I saw the impact and the explosion, huge flame. And the plane looked either like a 737 or an Airbus.
737 or an Airbus. Okay, and I understand you're an airplane aficionado?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we mean by that?
Well, I couldn't really tell because by the time I looked up, I saw 2 engines and, a smaller style plane. But by the time I looked up, it was already right over my house.
It did seem to you that it was done on purpose?
Tell the difference.
Okay. All right, 737 or an Airbus, according to Paul Schwinger. Now, you heard a loud boom. You heard the boom?
Yes, I heard the boom, and I saw the ball of smoke go up. But that was the impact of the World Trade Center. I didn't hear a boom before that. I just heard a very loud jet engine noise. Probably because it was so low.
Right. Losing altitude.
And it was losing altitude.
Particularly heavily banked.
Sky's looking very clear, too. Paul, we understand that you're something of a flight aficionado.
Yes.
So you have some experience.
Right.
What does your experience tell you may have entered into what you're looking at here with such clear skies?
Possibly some form of engine failure or control failure.
Do you ever see any type of air traffic in and around your area that...
Well, routinely, this is a routine pattern for coming to LaGuardia. The flight south over Manhattan and then out over the bay and then up towards LaGuardia. So this is a routine pattern that they're never supposed to be that low. I would find it hard to believe that.
This is a special report from the WB11 News.
Good morning. You are looking at a live shot right now of the World Trade Center. It is on fire. We believe a plane crashed into that center. just a bit ago. I'm Lynn White, sitting with Sukanya Krishnan, and we're going to tell you more and more about this story as it unfolds. You can see the picture right now. This building is over 100 stories tall. We understand the plane, a twin-engine plane, either a 727 or a 737, crashed into the building. The black smoke billowing out. This is over 100 stories. This happened around 8:40. That's what we are hearing. Eyewitness accounts are saying that we are simply not falling right at this point. Well as following the story right now. There are several boats and watercraft down in firefighter right now. We'll try to get a better vantage point and see what we can see on the ground. It's a little difficult from here because the buildings are in the shadow of the streets, but no doubt about it. And a lot of uncertainty right now as to what is happening. You can see there are choppers there. I believe that could be a police helicopter that is. Oh, we just saw another explosion, and that is what I believe was a plane. Is that what I'm witnessing? That apparently does look how it is in the other building at this point. And there's supposed to be another plane that sits down to the Twin Towers. Considerable numbers of stories about that. Right now,
For a second, we had heard the impact only affected the Tower 1, but as our reporting gets to the live television just to the left of your screen, there was fire into the second tower.
many employees in the building damage this morning. The first plane that went through, again, twin engine plane, 727 or 37. Don't know what else just crashed. The first second it was we do know at this area,
no idea at this point what it triggered.
flooded with
maybe a wider shot to get a different vantage point just to try to gain a little bit of perspective. And there you can see the situation.
Unbelievable sight. Tower 1, allegedly crashed into Tower 1, and just moments ago, we saw another plane crash into the Tower 2. You can see that it is on fire. Midway through the building, is on fire. Amazing. I can't even watch the testimony. Now, we do have the Wind Murphy on the way. We're going to replay this shot. Second plane going into Tower 1 right now. Take a look. And that looks like a large plane crashed right into what we believe was an airplane going into one of the Twin Towers. And because that now appears to be a ceasefire, we have no word of casualties, injuries, fatalities. What you can see is heavy black smoke. You can see flames. How far down you're seeing right there, you do not know how many buildings and what casualties might be in this room. Right now, we are getting immediate word on disaster happened shortly after 9 a.m. All we know is we have the count saying, and I'm quoting this from the plane was coming in low, and it looks like it's quite angular. We have no information about that. That's exactly what we can see here. That crashed in front of our very eyes. We just at this point are seeking confirmation of what's visible in two sides of this 110-story building. There's a apparent explosion. And once again, we're going to go to this replay. We're going to see the area of the plane again. Right, watch it veers around. Veers around almost intentionally. And it looks very this, we should say, is restricted airspace.
Seems to be completely unrelated to the first one.
Near this area.
I didn't catch it, but I have to say it looks like something.
There it is. That's what we just saw just a few minutes ago. Shortly after that, from the other side, because we've been second tower. What we can tell you is the plane straight into the sky. Massive on Tower 2, right? As firefighters try to get control of what was happening in Tower 1. This happened once again.
Can you tell us what you saw?
People obviously scrambling. You can only imagine what's going on inside that plane. Remember the last that was February of 1993. Car bomb in the Trade Center. Injuring thousands, probably explosive damage. The FBI arrested.
Did you just see another explosion here?
Now we have this.
Do you see
one plane crashing just now. Another crash just a few minutes ago.
What can you tell us about the building? Can you see people on the ground from the two?
On the way. What appears to be a tragic
Do you see people that are injured?
We're going to go to replay once again.